Welcome to Home Cooking with Holly. We recently took a transatlantic cruise, and one of our stops was in Galicia, or La Coruña, Spain. And we went to this really nice cafe and had some amazing treats, very amazing treats. And I've tried to recreate a couple of them since we've come home. So this is my first attempt at recreating the tomato and cheese scone that we had there. The recommendation is to preheat your oven to 220 degrees Celsius, which is about 428 Fahrenheit. So what I did was 425. And I'm using my handy kitchen scale. I measured out 250 grams of self-rising flour. And to that I want to add 1 level teaspoon of baking powder. And then I have cubed up 50 grams of salted butter, and make sure that it's still cold. And now there are different kitchen tools you can use to incorporate this. We want to kind of make it like a sandy consistency. We want to just incorporate that butter into the flour mixture. I'm just using a potato masher to show you one of the methods, but I really prefer to get my hands into my cooking, as you know if you've been following me. So I'm just going to switch to my hands here. Okay, once I've gotten that mixed together, it kind of looks like a loose breadcrumb almost. I'm going to add in the next ingredient, which is half a teaspoon of dried thyme. And I'm going to add in just a little sprinkling of pepper. Now I need to use sun-dried tomatoes that were packed in oil, but I am going to drain the oil off of them for this part. So I'm going to want to come up with about 2 tablespoons of drained and chopped sun-dried tomatoes. So I'm going to just put those onto a cutting board and give them a good chop. And now you're supposed to use a cheddar type cheese, but since we were in Spain, I'm actually going to use Manchego, which is very similar to a white cheddar. And the one on the left I actually bought in Spain. The one on the right I purchased here, but it does say it is a product of Spain. So that's definitely encouraging. So I need to shred that or grate that up. And then in a small bowl, I'm going to add 100 milliliters of milk and a beaten egg and mix that together. And I'm going to pour most but not all of that liquid into my dry ingredients. You may need it all, but you probably won't. And then I just want to give that a good mix. And I'm going to place it onto a lightly floured surface. I'm using parchment paper, always makes life easier. And you just want to knead that until it's smooth. And this really just takes a few minutes. Next, I want to flatten it out into a disc, and I'm going to cut it sort of like a pizza into 8 even pieces. I find it's easiest to cut it in half, then turn it, cut it in half, turn it, cut it in half. It just makes it easier. And I have transferred my parchment paper onto a baking sheet and separated those scones. And I'm using the last bit of that milk and egg mixture. If you didn't have any left, just get some more milk, or you could use cream and brush it over the top. This helps with the browning, and it will also help the cheese stick because we're also going to sprinkle some more of that cheese onto the tops. Now these are going to bake into my preheated oven for 12 to 15 minutes. They took 12 minutes in my oven, but everyone's oven varies. And you want to bake them until they're golden brown. While those are baking, I'm going to make a nice dipping sauce to go with them. And again, I'm going to use those sun-dried tomatoes, but this time I do want the olive oil that they're packed in. So I'm going to place some of that oil in a bowl. And you can use your own judgment with the amounts that you want for this, depending on how much of the sauce that you want. I'm just going to dice up those sun-dried tomatoes again, and I'm going to place them into the oil. I'm going to sprinkle in some basil. And I'm going to sprinkle in some thyme. And I'll add some garlic. And again, the quantities in this one are just completely up to you. If you want a guide, I would say probably half a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of thyme, and of course we love garlic, so about a teaspoon of garlic. But that's just an estimate. And I'm going to add a little bit more of that oil in here and give it a good mix. It smells really good, and I can smell those scones. They're almost done. This is the dipping sauce. You can dip the scone in, or you can spoon it onto it, which is what we did in Spain. That's how they served it. And my scones are done. They took 12 minutes. They're cheesy and warm and golden on the top, and they just smell heavenly. I'm going to serve one up here, and I'm going to grab that dipping sauce and just spoon some on, and it makes a perfect little bite. Okay, it's close. It's very close. The Manchego cheese was a definite bonus. I think it needs more cheese though, so I'm going to have fun playing with this one. I hope you'll join me. Please like and subscribe and follow me for more recipes and cooking tips.